Hey everyone, it's Ava. This is another video that I'm doing. Today I'm going over just how Cutler got here, and if you saw my video yesterday, I gave you an overview of everything that I had to go through to get him. So if you have not watched that video, please go back and watch it, and hopefully it will help you in some kind of way. But I wanted to go over a little bit more in depth of some things that I went through, because I've had people ask, what is an ectopic pregnancy? What is things you went through? Did you know you were going to have it? You know, things like that. So I wanted to go in more depth with that, because I never know who's going through what. So I don't know, you know, if you have them fears, or if you're going through it, or if you don't even know it's happening. So I want to just kind of give you my experience a little bit. So what is an ectopic pregnancy? Ectopic pregnancy is where the baby gets stuck in the tube, basically, and it starts growing there, and you know that it cannot grow there. It will rupture if it is not taken care of before then. With my case, I did not know that happened. I had went to the doctor and got checked out, and I was told I did not have an ectopic pregnancy. So I had no idea. I was not expecting it. All I knew is I was told I didn't have one. So I just went on about life. Did I know everything was okay with me while I was pregnant at that time? No, I did not. I had a lot of problems. I did not think anything like that would happen, but I did have pains and some things that should not have been going on while pregnant. But it was my first time being pregnant. I didn't really know what to expect. But the first time I knew definitely something was wrong. I was at church. I was at revival, and I felt sick. I could not breathe. I had these sharp pains going through my body. I did not know what was going on. I thought I was dying, to be honest with you. I went to the bathroom and I thought I was sick. I had a virus or something. I didn't know. I honestly just thought I was dying. I felt like I was not going to make it out of the bathroom. I felt like I was about to die in there, and nobody would find me. That was the things that went through my head. I promise you. It is crazy, but that is exactly what I thought. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to pass out in here, and nobody's going to find me. They're not going to know what's going on, because, you know, they're having church in there. But I got out of the bathroom somehow, by the grace of God, and went to my husband, and I said, you got to pray for me now. And so that's all I could get out, because I could not breathe. And so he started praying for me, and everybody started praying for me. They just come over there. I was white as a ghost. I mean, you knew something was wrong, and they just prayed, and it honestly felt like forever, that I was in pain and hurting. But after a little while of just really praying and seeking God, the pain went away, and it ceased, and it was gone. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And that's the first time I remember something happening. And they were all like, you know, do you need to go to the hospital? Do we need to call, you know, the ambulance? And I'm like, no, that's where faith comes in. You know, I know God's got me. I know He's going to take care of me. I'm not worried about it. So went on, had church. After that, went to eat. I was fine. I felt a little tiny pain. But I didn't know what it was. It didn't hurt me. It felt uncomfortable. And so I went to bed, which was crazy. I went to sleep, and the next day I went to work. And I had, you know, a moment where I had some pain there and had to sit down, but I was fine. And then I got home, still fine. Everything was fine. Then the middle of the night, woke up in excruciating pain again. Tried to get a bath, tried to get a heating pad, tried to do everything I could. I knew in the back of my mind something was wrong, okay? I'm very hard-headed at certain times with certain things. I did not want to believe that anything was wrong with me or my baby. I was not accepting that. I had faith to know that, hey, God's got me. I know that He's got a purpose and a plan, and He promised me this. That was my mind frame the whole time. And I was hard-headed. Even though I knew I needed to go to the hospital, I didn't, because I was just praying and I was just believing. And so I had Ryan wake up and pray for me, and I just kept on. I was still in excruciating pain. I stayed in pain for hours. I mean, awful pain. It was awful. And then at 7 o'clock, I remember I told Ryan, I said, I can't do this anymore. I've got to go to the hospital. And so I went to the hospital, and they didn't know exactly what was going on. They just thought I had a virus at the beginning. But some key signs to know that you're bleeding internally is your shoulders will hurt very bad. Okay, it's not a regular pain or like a pull or anything like that. it's awful pain. Your shoulders will hurt, okay? And that was one thing that I did have really bad, and I was nauseous, and I had pain all through my body and in my stomach, and I knew something was wrong. But I was just believing and having faith, God's got this. And so, finally, the doctor got there, and they did the sonogram, and that took forever trying to, see stuff. And finally, Ryan had to leave to go somewhere, and they come back, and I was there by myself, and they told me, you have to have emergency surgery now. We have to get you back there now. I was shocked. I didn't know what was going on. I was going in and out because I honestly felt my soul leaving my body. I couldn't do anything. I was so weak, and I couldn't even stand up anymore. I was not able to do anything, and I just honestly felt myself leaving this world, to be honest with you. I felt it, and I was at peace, and it was just the most peaceful thing I've ever felt in my life, and I knew that God had me still then. Didn't know what was going on, but I knew He had me. So, but they come back there and told me that, and I was just like, okay, whatever, because I was not even there. And so Ryan gets back, and they tell him this, and he's like, what in the world's going on? We just thought she was sick, had a virus, and we had no idea what was about to happen. We had no idea what was about to, change our lives. And so then they rushed me back there and did the surgery, and I don't know how long it took. It didn't take very, long, but I lost a lot of blood, and I had a long recovery after that because I lost so much, and because it was just, I waited too long. I waited way too long. And like I said yesterday, they told me I had maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Well, I ended up, my tube ruptured the day before. So I had been like that for a whole day and a half. And so, God is good, and He had my back. And no matter what, He still knew what was best for me. So I had faith, and I knew that God would take care of me. I could have died easily. Many people do. A lot of people don't come out of them because they're very serious. But God had me the whole time, and I knew He did, and that's the point of this. God has got you. You have to keep the faith, and you've got to know that He knows what's best for us. It hurts. We go through struggle. We go through pain, and it feels like you're never coming out. But He's got you, and that's what He had for me. And even the whole time, I knew God had me.